And then I also want to say women standing out on their own. And I also want to say it is very, very important as a person to know who you are. And I will also say I am because we are. I can only be a person because of others. Good afternoon, delegates. I just want to say to you, for me to be able to talk to you about money matters is for me to make sure that you understand that money is not all about life. You don't have to stay in an abusive relationship because the person take care of yourself and your kids, or the person is providing for you. In my culture, we always say, so which means it is important that even if that person can stop taking care of you, but you are not being physically or emotionally or one way or the other abused, you'll be able to live with peace. So it is important that I give you the highlight of my presentation, and I am not going to follow my slides, but most importantly, I so wish I could have joined you there physically, but circumstances did not allow me to be present there. I am going to talk to you about money matters. I know that a lot of women stand in abusive relationships just because they think that that man is providing for my kids, that man is taking care of me, and you continue keeping on staying in that relationship because of money. And I'm so happy to listen to the clip that was just said there about the child who says, Mama, we are okay. Otherwise, daddy will kill you. So I'm happy to say, Mama, you have the kids that really care about your life being than anything else. And I want to say to all the women in there, please make sure that you understand that money cannot give you life. You live once. There's no any other second chance of you living. So if I have to summarize all the presentations that were given to you, including becoming an entrepreneur, including becoming a technologically inclined in terms of all these things, I want to say to you, it is very, very important to understand anything that has got to do with money. The first thing that I want you to understand is it is possible and it can happen that you can end up being independent financially without being depending on other people, especially those who depend on abusive relationship. I want to stress this issue of abusive relationship because it is what brought us mostly here, and it is what makes our lovely women, beautiful women, to stay in abusive relationship because of not understanding that you can, irrespective of money matters. It is very, very important for me to highlight that the first step that you can do is to understand how best can you save. With Postbank, we always say, take care of the cent, the rent will take care of itself. Very, very important and very, very critical. I want to repeat that. Take care of the cent, the rent will take care of itself. So do not live beyond your fund, or do not live beyond what you're getting in your pocket, because that is what is making a huge challenge a lot of women. And do not live your life based on what other people are doing in their lives, because most of us, especially, we want to compete with people whom we don't know where they get the money. But it is important to look at what is that amount that you are getting as an income for you to be able to budget within it and make sure that at the end of the day, you live within your means. Very, very critical. So if you can start living within your means and understanding what you are getting and how best you can spend it, it does not mean that people who has got a lot of money can live better life than the people who are not getting less money. It all depends on how best you manage your money. Very, very important and very, very critical. So I want to say to all the women who are there, including men who maybe are there, or including any person who is present there, to say to you, it is possible to live your life with the means that you are getting. I will jump quickly to the best way of making sure that you budget or you understand what is budgeting. for an example, always when it comes to budget, look at what you are getting as an income and look at what you can spend out of what you get and look at what you can save when you are doing your expenses, and ultimately do not exceed the money of the income or the budget, the salary or any funds that you are getting on when you are preparing your expenses, because you will end up having deficit. Instead, make sure that when you are budgeting and when you are writing a plan, because for me, the plan is not actually the budget, the plan is actually the expenditure part of the budget, where when you are busy planning, you must make sure that you spend what you have and you don't spend what you don't have. Very, very important. And lastly, because of time constraints, I want you guys to understand also that there are certain money loans that you can live with their means, depending if you can afford them. But it is not important, or it is not a need for you to be able to always make a loan because you need to do something or you need to buy. When I was teaching EMS in certain schools, I used to talk about the needs and the wants. And the definition of the needs and the wants, it's all about something that you can live without or something that you cannot live without. So if you want to buy something and your budget does not allow, ask yourself the question, is this a need or is it a want? If it is a need, yes, go ahead and buy it. But if it is a want, then the answer becomes, you can live without it, why buy it? And if you have made an expense plan, when you go and spend that money, do not be derailed by people saying in the shops, ringing the bells, sale, 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 sale. We forget one thing. The word sale means I'm selling. It does not mean the prices went down. It does not mean anything. So what is more important is it is very, very critical to understand that. And without any waste of time, I want to say to you, women, there is a lot of opportunities whereby you can start living your own life, whereby you can start your own business and become an entrepreneur and do the best out of yourself. You know, there's so many things that I've realized that women are good and very professional, and they've got more strength than men when it comes to making sure that they take care of finances, even in a lot of homes. So women, take us up and make sure that you do the best out of yourself and make sure that at the end of the day, you become independent without any of the men, because once you depend on these men, they'll start playing around with you and they will abuse you. I just want to just pause on that because of time and check if there's any questions or comments. And I thank you very much.
I don't know where. Oh, the mics are also getting tired now. Thank you, Raymond. So I just want to check if there's any questions, because Raymond is basically talking about how we must manage our money. So he didn't do the full presentation, but he can answer questions. If you have questions about how do you save, how do you budget, and also in terms of some of the issues that he was referring to in terms of not being dependent on someone that is providing for you. Even in the morning session, there was many of you that indicated, what do I do, because I'm married and my husband is the one that's working. There's nothing that I can do. So I just want to check, is there any questions, any comments, anything that you want to ask Raymond? He's from the Post Bank. The Post Bank is one of our state-owned companies. They are a part of. They used to be part of the South African Post Office, but they are now separate. But they are also under the department. So I don't know if any of you know the Post Bank. Did you know that there was a Post Bank before this meeting? So you know where Post Bank is? No. So that's a question, Mos. Isn't it? So is there anyone that wants to ask a question? You know about it, but you don't know where it is. Raymond, did you hear? They don't know where Post Bank is. I think that's question number one. Where is Postbank and how do I get to Postbank? I think, ne? And then he also, Postbank is also the one that's going to be assisting with making sure that you are able to get your social assistance grants, your SASA grants, without having to, go into like standing in a queue. The cards are going to become more accessible so that you are able to use it anyway. So he didn't have time to go into some of those things, but I just want to check, is there anyone that has any questions around this one? Questions, comments, anything that you want to ask? Okay, I don't see any hands. I don't see any questions. Am I right? Are you don't have any questions? There's a hand. Okay. Is there a mic there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Raymond. Thanks. I just thought maybe if you could expand, on the needs and wants. Why? Because I think maybe that would help, for them to clearly understand. Um, I think with ladies, there's this tendency to, just want to buy things that are coming into fashion and not really. I mean, it's like, at least I want them to understand, it's like what are their needs and then what are the wants, and so as to be able to like avoid maybe buying things that maybe they just don't need. I think that would really empower them, if you don't mind.
Okay, thank you, Puti. So you'll just go into what are the needs and the wants, and then you also talk about where is Postbank and how do you access Postbank, because I heard them say they don't know where it is. Anyone else that wants to ask something or that wants to understand anything about economic abuse and how do you get out of it? Because this is basically what we are talking about now. It's about when you are dependent on your perpetrator, or the person that is hurting you is the one that's also feeding you. And without that person, you basically feel like you can't live, you can't do anything. Is there anyone in the room that, except the lady that spoke in the morning, because she was explaining that we must look at married women because they are essentially, in a sense, economically abused if they are probably physically abused and so on, but then it becomes economic abuse because they're not employed and the husband is employed and he's basically controlling everything. You have to ask him money for sanitary pads. You have to ask him money for even for underwear. If you need new underwear, you have to ask him to give you money to go and buy it. You can't buy anything. You can't do anything without him giving you money. So that's basically what we are trying to prevent you from getting into. So you must start saving. He said something about if you take care of the cents, the rand will take care of itself. And what he means by that is that if you start taking care of even a little bit of money, then eventually you will have more money. You understand? Because if you get to a shop and you want to buy something for 25 rand 98 cents, but you only have 25 rand 90 cents, you don't have the 8 cents, are they going to give it to you? No, they're not going to give it to you because you don't have the 8 cents. So that's what he means when we must get more conscious about what is happening with our money, where is it going. So I'm just going to ask for the last time, is there any comments or questions before I hand back to Raymond to respond and to give his closing remarks? Anyone that has a comment or a question? Okay, Raymond, it doesn't look like there is any questions or comments. So What you can do is just respond and then also do your closing in terms of your last comments. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lindas. I just want to say Postbank has been part of the South African Post Office, but currently we are busy building Postbank to end up becoming the state bank. And remember, in Postbank, we are not there to provide service to make money, but we are there to provide service, SSA, to the citizens of this country or to the people living in this country. So currently, as we speak, some of our products have been changed from being physical to be online or cardless. Like, for example, I will also bring in the grants part that we spoke about there. Currently, as we speak, there were challenges that happened in the SASA grants and so on, and we ended up creating a cardless solution whereby beneficiaries of SASA, child grant, disability, old age are able to transact because we have enabled the retailers, which is Shoprite, Checkers, Boxer, Usage, and OK, for you to be able to withdraw your money without having that card, or even if you have that card that has expired, you don't have to worry about the expiry date because those who got authority have expanded at the back end the usage of that very same card until the 31st of December 2023. All you need to do is you go to the retailer with the cell phone and then knowing your ID number and at the same time understanding or knowing your PIN. Remember, your PIN will be the digits that will secure your funds. If you share it and share your ID as a grant recipient, ultimately it will cause a loss in your funds if it gets to wrong hands. So I want you to make sure that you understand the issue of making sure that when you want to withdraw your money without the card or with the so-called expired card, you can still do it without any fear or favor. And on top of that, come the 31st of December, Postbank should have or would have given you a new card that you'll be able to use to transact with. The second part that you guys asked about the needs and the wants. When I was talking about the needs and the wants, I was referring to us trying to buy the things that we don't need, whereas we've got more things that we need more than what we want. When I'm referring to the wants, I'm referring to a person wanting to buy the alcohol than buying something basic like your maize meal, your rice, your chicken, your tomatoes, your onions or vegetables in brief. And then again, also, when you have to buy clothes, I'm referring to a person who will be, instead of buying shoes, I know that there are quality shoes out there, irrespective of the label of the shoes. But you find a person wanting to buy the shoes that he cannot afford. So I'm trying to say to you, buy the shoes that are quality, that you can afford, that can last you longer without looking at the name. For an example, a lot of people does not understand one thing about the brand and the name because most of these companies, they are not even selling the product or the quality of the product, but they are selling the name. Give you a very simple example. If you take the tomato, which is mostly in South Africa, planted in Muketi, in Zukmeka, in Limpopo, where they grow tomatoes. All these retailers, including your Woolworths, you name them, they get their tomatoes at Muketi or ZZ2. But when they come to their retailer, the way they package them and the way they provide the service to them makes the difference in terms of the pricing of those products. So I want to say to you, be careful because if you really know that a tomato remains a tomato, they are from one tree, and somebody say, I'm buying tomatoes from this retailer, they are better than from this retailer. At the end of the day, a tomato is a tomato. That's a very good example. The other one is of water somebody say, I'm drinking this retailer's water, is better than any other retailer's water, and I will even change the way I speak. That doesn't matter. Water is water. As long as it's clean, it's water. And then
Okay.
the other main thing that I want to talk about is the standard of living. Do not put yourself in the standard of living to where you cannot afford to live that type of life. Save money and do not do loans, because if you save money, you will be able to go into a shop while you have cash and ask for a discount. Retailers or people who are selling whatever they are selling, they will be able to give you a discount if you have cash, because they know you are not going to buy on credit or on loan. And avoid at all means to get into unnecessary credit or loans, because in financial terms, credit may mean a loan or it may mean you are receiving money. So we must also be able to differentiate that. So it is very, very important from my side to say to you, in closing, I want you to start to look at what is best thing that I can do that can make me an entrepreneur that will be able to make sure that at the end of the day, I am financially independent and financially viable. If you can just do that, then you will be a woman with independence without depending on any other man for financial use. So it is very, very important that we do that and we make sure that we become independent and avoid being abused by us men. And I also want to say, help us to deliver this message also to men to say, our women are beautiful, our women are content, and our women they want to be happy. Let's take care of them so that at the end of the day, we don't go to the extent whereby our children are commenting about things that are happening. I thank you, Ms. Linda.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Raymond, is it possible to switch on your video? I don't know if you did that at the beginning, just for them to see who you are. Because, okay, there's Raymond. Okay, and okay, thank you, Raymond. You can say something to them now when the video is on. Say something to them. Now you are muted. He's muted. He's muted.
Ladies, I just want to say to you, know that you are beautiful, and we must make sure that we as men must take care of you, as we know that we love you so much. And most of us as men, there is nothing. For example, I grew up through a single mother, and I'm not saying a single parent. I'm being specific. I'm saying a single mother who never saw a door of a school, who was always saying to me, my son, you will make it if you can listen to me. So you are the ones that make us become who we are. That's why I ended up saying, I am because you are, and I can only be a person because of others. There's only one way to be able to survive in this world. As long as you've got a mother next to you or a woman next to you, you will always survive. Take care and do not stay in an abusive relationship. Please speak out. Remove that stain on your mouth and speak out when you are being abused. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Raymond. So now you can go to the back, grab something, your tea, your biscuits, whatever, and then please, those that needs to go to the loo, go to the loo quickly and then come back and sit down. Ne? We're not taking a break, we're just grabbing what we need and then we're coming back, please. We're not done with the program yet, so please, thank you. Just get what... Sorry. Just get what you need, come sit down and then go to
I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. Said a boom, chicka, rocka, chicka, boom. Yeah, woo! Yeehaw! One more time. I said a broom, chicka broom. I said a broom, chicka broom. I said broom, chicka, rocka, chicka, broom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. One more time. Broom, chicka broom. I said a boom, chicka, moppa, pusha, broom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. One more time. Woo! I said a boom, chicka boom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. One more time. Boom, boom. Said a boom, chicka, rocka, chicka, room. Oh yeah. All right. One more time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And how are you feeling now? Very warm, right? You're feeling warm, right? We're bringing it up again when we're doing our graduations. It's going to be nice today. So thank you so much. So let's carry on from yesterday. Remember yesterday, I told you I will be teaching you about showcasing your businesses online using what? Facebook. And we had few people who told us that no, now I do have a business, or now I have an idea of what I want to. Maybe I want to sell this, I want to sell that. So today, allow me to show you how you represent yourself or showcase yourself online using social media platforms. So, do we all know what a Facebook page is? Who can tell me what is a Facebook page? Okay, let's start with a professional one. Can you please put the presentation up? Let's start with the personal page. Do you know what a personal page is? Yes, personal page. Yes. How many of us know what a personal page is? Thank you. Please tell us, what is a personal page according to your own understanding?
Personal Facebook page, it's all about what you're posting, your lifestyle, whatever that you're doing, just on your own perspective, your opinions, what you want to share and stuff like that.
Thank you. She actually, you know what? I should just tell her to come in front and explain everything because she nailed it. Let's give her a round of applause. How about we give that? How about we give her the digital one? Like today, I never had us doing the digital club. It has been like all the time. Let's give her a digital club. Let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. Today we're saying, ooh, ah, and I want it very strong. Ooh, ah, okay? Let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ooh, ah, perfect. I love you guys. Okay, so your personal page, your personal Facebook page, it's where you post about your personal events, which is not correct, which is not something that you're supposed to be doing. You can post, but I don't advise that you post your personal information. Is it clear? So your personal page is whereby you post your photos, you post your children's photos, you post your whereabouts, which is wrong. Who can tell me why is it wrong for you to post about your whereabouts on your social media platform? Why o sa tlamehile hore o poste ka di-plekeng o ko tsona ko social media ya hao? Who can tell me? Okay, so are you all posting about your whereabouts? Like, yo, kisa ko Cape Town or yo, kisa ko Mafikeng. Do you do that? You do it after. When I need you in front. Nkareng for that. So she said she posts it after. She doesn't post it immediately that, okay, hi everyone, hey, Shebang, Kimo Mafikeng. It's very wrong for you to post your whereabouts on social media platforms because that's the same reason why you get your human trafficking and all of those nasty stuff, okay? So I will be mixing whatever that I'm teaching today, it will be a mixture. There will be online safety in between and all of that, okay? Remember we spoke about online safety. Do you remember? We played a game with regards to online safety. Do you still remember? Do you still remember Kahoot? I think we should refresh. What did we learn on day one? What did we learn in day one? So I must be disappointed, Vel. Yes, first day. So you guys never learned anything. I mean, I'm sitting down. Let's forget. Let's forget. I'm not even giving you the certificate. What did we learn in our day one? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay, remember, I love it when we have a conversation as a team. Remember, we are a family, we are a team. So I want you to engage with me. Say, you know what, Shaz, Anna, Katewan, Aki Tutile, Huriki Info IR, and it long to Sajwang. Like, talk to me. And then Omunga Ari, Akate tu, Anna Shazgi, Tutile this and that and that. That's the only thing that I want. So who wants to share with us? Before I come and pick on two people in Japan, I'm coming. Oh, thank you.
Hello, my name is Tsofatso Peko. Ka day one ke ithutile ka communication and technology gore bogologolo o ne o dira molelo ka matlapa like friction e be le gone mollo o nna teng. Then after for technology ya today re dirisa molelo matches and so on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Who else wants to tell us what they learned? Or should I choose randomly? Okay, I'm choosing. People want me to choose them. They want to see good in Tanda Bangaku.
Hi guys. I learned about programming. I learned about the 4IR and where it started and how it came about to be now fourth industrial revolution.
Perfect. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, thank you. So, my beautiful people, I know that you learned quite a lot and you had like too much information in this past 4 days. So, I know you have the notes and everything, but please make sure that you don't stop here. You continue with the courses. Remember, we even flagged all the courses or the academies that you can go to online, search for the course that you want to do, and start doing the course for free. Remember, we even told you about that. So even if you're done here with this course that you were doing, don't forget, go to Google, research as much as possible, okay? So that you can also upskill yourself even when Cheryl or whoever is not in front of you, okay? Perfect. So let's go back to creating a Facebook business page. So to create a Facebook business page, I know some of you are just afraid of telling me that, yes, Sharon, I do have a Facebook business page. So a Facebook, a personal profile, a Facebook page will allow you to advertise your business online, okay? It's clear, ne? How so? Let's say you're selling kotas. You can have your professional page open, telling the world that when you have a small business in which you are selling kotas. And the nice part about that, maybe Sharon u visitile Moko Northwest and ugaleti kot. Sharon can go to Facebook, a search ari kotas nearby. Athola ingi kota ya hao, atla huwena atlo reka kot. Just like that. It's not about huri ai batho ba hole mos. Ia thusa ke le yona ke technology. It helps a lot. So the reason why we're teaching you about opening or creating your own business page, it's because we want you to be out there and known, okay? Okay, even if Sharon abatli kota, you can still showcase your products, go businessing page ya how, and then wa courier the products if mutu batla o di reka and maybe ana uko Gauteng and wena uko Durban. La ntlhaloganya? Okay, perfect. So can I have the next slide, please? Next one. Next one. So I won't be taking too long. This presentation is very short. It just needs you to listen to me, and I would really love it if you are going to practice this, do this thing practically. You just take your smartphone and then you go to your Facebook account and you create your Facebook business page. Even if you don't have a business, I can hankabula spa kisibite refillers spa. Like you need to think outside of the box. I guess besides hori akina cheleta yetsa jwalo. How about you think of other business ideas? For an example, we were teaching you about 4IR and the digital skills. How about you start a course and see how you can use technology to become a technopreneur? Do you still remember what a technopreneur is? Yes, I had a yes. Do you still remember what a technopreneur is? My beautiful people, so. Do you still remember what a technopreneur is? Okay, it's fine. Make use of Google, research as much as possible. Sorry, I buy feta today, if I deal, and then you don't use Google to research, or you just leave everything like that. Please make sure that you research as much as possible. Okay? Sharp, sharp, Sharon. Okay. So, okay. So, as I was saying, you can be a lady who can actually fix the phone tabatu. You know that, right? Bye kai basadi ba fixang the phone. Akeng ling koteleng. No, like you said, you never seen anyone. Ne? How about you guys think of it? That's why I said you must think outside of the box. Like do something different, man. Ibali enthusiastic. Lisai hupula. I'm alive. I'm alert. I'm awake. I'm enthusiastic. You need to be enthusiastic. You need to think outside of the box. Or you know what? I'm an Sharon Ubueleka who fixed the phone. And how like Kintengani fela uyisa phone ko mutung avela o charge 500 kanti nje battery ne sadula hand 500 gone just like that. So that's why Gary try all by means to get more information about those things, and then you can start opening your own business. It's not always about money. Think outside of the box. Sebedisa what you have for now. And then I business ihula utlokala here wa extend wa eta this and that and that. Does it make sense? I know it sounds impossible, but it is possible. I also have my own business. As you can see, you see that logo there that is written Rose of Sharon. Lina, I'm starting my own business, and I won't lie, it's not easy. It needs you to be consistent. it needs you to be very consistent, even though tšhelete e tlo kena hanyane, but then try hore o be consistent, o inahehele just ka ngwana wa hao so that it tlo o thusa. Like I promise it will help you, just that it takes time. But if you qala no, o tlo ba sharp. Yes. Hey, Sesotho. Okay. This is a success story, meaning one of the ladies, ba editse ntho she rona e editseng, ba mjwetsa hore bula business page. Nang tlhaloganya. A bula business page, go Facebook ya hae. A kere ke Facebook ne? Let me make an example. Ke Facebook business page o e bula hona moo. Do you understand now? You just go to settings and then while go settings, wa scroll down, ngola pages. When I click up pages, if I was you and wanting to open a business page, I was going to be doing it now. Oh, le batla hore a le na internet connection. So why le etsa so he? Because the phone tsa lona kaofela di connected. You are in the internet. You are there. Okay. Why are you not taking notes? Take the notes down so that you will create it when you get home at least, or maybe when you have your plan and say, okay, now I need to open a business page. You will see that, okay, Sharon one abuwa need. This will help me. Okay. So this is a success story. Facebook has given a platform to help us connect to our target audience easily. This is a success story from Betty Kijuki, which is a co-owner. She's from Nairobi, Kenya, and she used what? A business page to start her business and showcase her product, okay? With 60% of sales attributed to Facebook and Instagram, 5 customers acquired per month via WhatsApp business, and 20% increases in sales during COVID-19 pandemic due to IGT. Guys, can you please tell me something? How many of you know you can open a WhatsApp business? You can showcase your products using your WhatsApp. How many of you? 1, 2, only 2 people. So you're only using your WhatsApp just for communicate affair, libat. Do you also use your status to maybe post your magwinganyana so or the sogi site or the rekisang? You do that. Yes. So WhatsApp has a new, it's not even new, has an app that is personally for what? For business. You can go to Play Store and check, you will see it's written WhatsApp Business. And it's very, very nice because in a little feature tse ngata wa kgona ho etsa ntho tse ngata mo hore okay o sho hore maybe the sogisi tse di tlo cost up kae nje ya thusa. Okay? Let's move forward. Can I have another slide, please? So you need to raise awareness of your offerings, create content that promotes people to learn more about your product and services. As you can see, so in your business page, you need to post your product. And I'm just going to make examples about quotas. Let's say, ke rekisa dikota. Ke tlo etsa example about dikota. Ke la tseba kota ke eng? Spatlo. Yes. So I'm going to make an example with quota until I'm done with this presentation so that you understand. Ne? So now ke batla bontsha batho about business ya ka hore ke rekisa dikota. Ke tlamehile hore ke etseng? The first rule or the first step. I can now say ke business page. What's the first step? Do you have the pictures of your quotas?
English. The first step after opening your business page is posting and showcasing your quotas on your page. Yeah.
Thank you, and she's correct. You need to showcase your kotas. You need to post the pictures of your kotas. You can even create videos. O bontsha batho hore kota ya hao e etsa jwang. Motho a o tshwarele phone wena o shape kota ya hao e etse hore e be juicy. Ha re e bona mola ko founung re re yo le nna nya e founa le. Okay, next slide please. So raise awareness. Okay, another slide. Another slide please. Again. Okay, so you need post, you need stories, and you also need live videos. So we already spoke about the pictures. So now you also need stories. We do know stories. We post them, go Facebook. I get right about Facebook. We also post them, go WhatsApp. So the same stories were posted. That's how I get when you are advertising your business. Post that that's how you make sure that even when you take a picture, you take it in a very good angle and it's nice. Wa wipe the lens how mo hore hey how nka snap yeah wa wipe wa jet where store where kotas available at Northwest. Next slide please. So you need to be consistent when you are posting go business page in your house, even though utlori no awatsamaya dikota ho thusa eng o ska give up. O tlamele hore o post kgafetsa. Ke right ke yes, kgafetsa. Meaning you don't give up. You just have to come up with content. Yesterday we spoke Sisi Pogazi spoke about ChatGPT. I was going to show you how you sign in and sign up and do all those procedures, but it's fine. When you do research, you'll be able to do this. Go to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT hore e o fe di captions tsa hore o ka posta o ka ngola caption e jwang go storing sa hao or posting ya hao so that it will be engaging. Business page ya hao e tlamehile hore e be like a magazine. Batho ba rata bona visual, like ba batla ho bona ntho e bonahalang. O ska ngola di story all the time. Lang tlhaloganya. Le nna ke rata ho bona something like just a magazine. So your business page, it's more like your magazine because o tlo posta kgafetsa, ra bona dikota tse different, ra bona your chips, your fries, ra bona ntho tse kaofela o di rekisang. Akere? So you post as much as possible. Is it clear? Okay. And then you need your business profile picture and your cover photo. Awukenyi yourself there. Only if awurekisi dijo. If you are selling food, you can't put a picture of yourself profile picture how. Tamele maybe ubeli logo. Like right logo ki ela mola ko laptoping yaka, something like that. Logo ya how. Uka kopa motho a o etsetse. But next time, if it's possible, I'll teach you how to create your own logos, okay? I get a WhatsApp group so that let's get the 500 just for a logo. Next time, I'll teach you how to create a logo. I get. And it's very easy. You create a logo ya how, you can mola go profile picking ya how, and then you add with your cover photo ka kenya kota ya how. Is it clear? You don't post your children, you don't post your family and your whereabouts and all of that, okay? It's strictly for business, okay? Sky it's a mistake. Post your family go businessing page. You must be professional. And remember, you're the boss of your business, okay? Then, next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. I've already told you how to create a business page. Remember, you go to your settings, you scroll down, you click where it says pages, you press pages, and then it will guide you. It's very simple. It will guide. It will just press more, do this, do that. Okay? And if this thing is a bit confusing, go to Google to refer. and then you go back to your business page and start working, okay? And then next slide, we spoke about this. We spoke about that. Next one, and next. It's all about stories. You see, as I was saying, I wanted you to do it practically with me, but it's fine. You will do it on your own. So you can also post on your Instagram. You're not only entitled to post on WhatsApp, on Facebook, Fela. You can post on Instagram as well and create your, no, it actually sync like, if you post on Facebook, it can also be posted on what? Go Instagram. Is it clear? How many of us have Instagram? Okay, so you like Instagram. Okay, no problem. And then moving forward, you all know this. That's why I'm not going to talk more about them. Live video. Do you know what a live video is? I heard someone talking about TikTok. Do you know those people that say, join my live, I'm about to go live, and then when they go live, they start talking about maybe, hey, did you see it, Joburg, what happened? Hey, gas explosion, blah, 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 blah. Those people. But let me make a relevant example. Usually it posts, or maybe basadi barrio itlang rebue why it got clicks hunale this and that, and then luna la hair, and then you want to go buy that. That's your live video. Did I try to explain it in simple terms? So you can also do your own live video, go live, but then be prepared because people will ask you questions. Don't just go live and then you just stare at them. You have to talk to them. Even when they ask questions, you need to answer those questions. For an example, okay, where are you based? DM me. Tell them to DM you. Remember, you also need to be safe, okay? Perfect. Next slide. Then interact with people in real time to keep people engaged. So with your business page, you can tell everyone, including the people that you're chatting to on WhatsApp, if you want to. It's not a must. If you want to, you can tell them that kupalia hu business page yaka, link follow li like li jwetse babang ka business page yaka. Lang tlhaloganya. Yes, so you can. Yes, and then next slide. I want you to take the link down. Next slide. Next slide, another one. Okay, another one. Another slide. Next. So our key takeaways, unfortunately, we have to get done with this presentation because we have to cover all the other part of the program. So I will give you a link where you can go and do your own. Okay, I'll explain. Key takeaways. Use poster. Your key takeaways, it's what I told you about. It's what I spoke about before I start with the presentation, okay? The key takeaways, it's the same things that I will be asking you. It's one of the key takeaways, and I never saw someone taking notes. Only 3% took notes. Next slide. No, there's slides that we're missing. It's not a problem. I will share the link on WhatsApp. You can go to Meta and then you will see there's a short course that you can do. It will show you step by step how to create a Facebook page, and then it will teach you quite a lot. Okay? Thank you so much. Do I have any questions? Was it clear? Are you all happy? It was very fast, innit? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Can we give Sharon a hand, please, ladies? Okay, ladies, I think that we just need to remind ourselves that I want you to learn one lesson today out of all of what we've learned. We can give you all the information, but if you're not going to do something about it, it's going to be a waste of your time and of ours. So Sharon gave you the link at the end. She told you where to go. So now do that, especially for the 5 people that told us they already have businesses. Remember? There was 5 people that said they have a business already. Do this. Follow the link. See how you can get your business online, because it's definitely going to increase your market share. It's going to increase your customer base by I think 100-fold, because people will know where you are. And for those that said yesterday they are unemployed, which was about 90% of the room, this is an opportunity now for you. Think about what you want to do and just start. Just do something and create something and see where it goes. Because at the end of the day, you start. If it doesn't work, try something else again, and so on. But what we wanted to do was to leave you with something that you can take with you as well, to say, okay, let me go and try and see how I can start a business, and start it online, so that you immediately you have an online presence. So with that, I think we've come to the end of the program. But before we do the certificate handover, okay, sorry.
I take it that there are those who are brave enough to start businesses, on their own as individuals. But here we are. I'm sure some of you come from more or same place, ne? And you would find that maybe another one just doesn't feel like they can do anything to start a business. I'm not sure if you could maybe, as a collective, as a group, you start something. And I take it that if you work as a group, you will be able to motivate each other, and that there will be productivity. And I take it that even if you are to advertise through what you call social media, but I mean, it's like you working as a group, just to ensure that, each one of you, those that are not really confident enough, you have an opportunity. Does that make sense? Yeah, you can have, what do you call them, by the way? They cooperatives. Yeah, think about those.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, remember, cooperatives are also businesses, ne? But it's just a group business. It's not an individual person's business, ne? So that's what Bhuti was basically encouraging you. You can also think about cooperatives. You can think about a social entrepreneurship, which is a business that specifically deals with a social issue, So instead of having an NGO, you have an income out of what you are doing, as opposed to just being dependent on government funding or support. You understand? But you can go online. Make sure that you get an online presence. That's what we were trying to tell you now with this last presentation of Sharon. But also, because we started late, the time obviously catches up with us. And the last day, we normally make it half day, because it's normally on a Friday, and it's also because the shelters needs to, the people that are specifically in places of safety, we don't want to create difficulties for them in terms of the Friday getting back into the place of safety for the weekend and all of those issues, the transport. We want to make sure that we cover everything. So it's not about cutting the day so that we can go and relax or do something. I just want to make that clear as well. But we will obviously see also your responses. If you're going to, there's the WhatsApp group that we have set up. So you can continue to communicate on the WhatsApp group with Sharon and Amos to ask more questions about the online business presentation and all the presentations that has been made. And please do not let this course that you did during the 4 days, the digital literacy course, be the only one that you have on the NAMISA learning platform, because you are now registered on the
throughout the week. And we want to also, as a department, to say thank you to the people that assisted us with the audio visuals and the centers and the coordinators that helped us to get hold of you guys to be here. We also like to say thank you for your time to come here, listen to us, and what's most important, remember to continue learning. There's a saying that says, in whatever that happens within your life, you must always be ready for opportunities. I think Ms. Lindes did mention something about opportunities are always there, but it's up to you whether you take them or you don't. So with those few words, I'd like to say thank you. Enjoy your cold weekend. And I hope you'll continue with the other programs or quiz within the platform for Nomisa. Thank you.
Thank you, Zakele. And as we go into the certificate ceremony, I want to say the thought for today is celebrate others so that you can shine.
No, no, okay. No, sorry.
That's the thought for today. Celebrate others so that you can shine. Ne? So do you hear? It's not celebrate you, it's celebrate others so that you can shine. So I want to see how we're going to be celebrating others. I want to see if you're going to put that into action now. So that's the thought for today. Even as you go through the day, continue to celebrate other people so that you can shine. Thank you from my side. It was great being with you and all the best for your journey further. Thanks. Over to you, Tande.
Ladies, today there is also one gentleman. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for this work until this time. We are really happy. I'm not going to add anything. Zakele and Petronella have said it all. My part, as I'm called in front, is to give certificates, but to those that have certificates in front of me, because I'm told by my colleagues here that some of the people don't have certificates. So I don't want you to complain that why I'm not called in front, why I don't have a certificate. So let me ask Amos to explain those that does not have certificates. Once we call you, you will stand here. We are trying to make all of you to be in front so that when we take a photo, Petro and others will come so that we take one photo. I'm not sure if it won't be, the space will be enough for all of you, those with certificates, because I'm told that it's only less than 10 that does not have certificates. But I will be guided by the process. For now, let me allow Amos to explain. We'll take a photo, we'll take your certificate, then they take a photo, you stand behind until. Okay, explain please.
Dumelang. I saw or I heard some of you complain Urakali Dumedisa. I was kind of busy sorting out insurance certificate. Ne? And as much as you know, some of you did errors on your certificate. So it takes time for it to reflect on the certificate. So you need to wait for it to reflect and then you go to the internet cafe and print it out. Ne? Yeah. I'm saying if your certificate is not here, it means that it had issues, and then when we try to fix it, it takes time to reflect. I spoke to some of you who you'll need to go to the internet cafe. You need to wait for it to reflect on your certificate so you can print it, because it doesn't make sense for a print a certificate say signaling the errors. Ne? So if your certificate had an error or has an error, just wait for it to reflect and be fine so that you can go to an internet cafe and print it out. Are we all good? Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's explained, and those ladies here, they know themselves, those that are not going to get certificates, because this was explained individually. So let me call names. If I call you, you come and you check your certificates. In front of me, I have Angela Mamukete Bota.
Jane Mtamba. Jonita Jacobs. Julia Mulokela. Julia Mulokela. Given Karabe Mitsuemera. Ke amogetswe Masetle. Khagamaso Docas. Lena Lekunze. I think Lerato Dina we create or Kimaka. Or na. Lerato Dina. Lerato Murwetsana. Buitumelo Francina Lempani. Lehlohonolo Shole. Shole, can you please come up? Lindiwe Zweni. Lindiwe Zweni. She's absent. Okay, who will take it on her behalf? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Lisbeth Fries. Lisbeth Fries. Fabana Hapeli Mam again. Mami Kisi Lisbeth. Mami Kiss. Meiti Sirobatsi. Malitlohonolo. Manuku Sisine. Masiho Tafeni. Munteng Russell Law. Mputseng Kwaho. Mputseng Kwaho. Nomvuselo Soka. Palisa Sirietsi. Paulina Kale. Priscilla Kibitseng. Priscilla Kibitseng. Ratang Christina Mudungwa. Refilwe Shuping. Selina Mudise. Selina Mudise. Sylvia Tsogofatso. Tuto Mdlulwa. Tuto. The best for the last for best. Leader, the leader. Okay. The transport delay, those that were not available, kajeno ke kopa ba batlo ba tseelang the certificate on their behalf. Ba re botse ga e le nna le itse gore mother wa le rata akere mother are stay strong, you are survivors, you are those 10 that didn't get certificates, can they come up? Yeah, di montle. No, I don't. Okay, and those that are ready to leave, they can come outside and then I will dish out for them and give them their surprise. Thank you. Bye. Mwah. So, yeah, where are they? If they're here or any one of you who wants to come here, you can just come and pose. Yeah, you can come. You just take any certificates. We don't show the name. Just come. Yeah, just come and pose. Zakele.